Hi friends, Cole here. Thanks so much for joining me and YOGATX. I am currently in Manly, Australia, and I'm sitting really close to the dog park because that's where I like to come close to the dog park. I'm that creepy person without the dog. I'm just hoping they come and play with me. I keep saying I need to bring some treats down here, but anyway, just wanted to move the body a bit. So going to do a slow flow. Yeah, we're just gonna get into the body. So do what feels good. Leave the rest and stay close to your breath. Let's go and close the eyes down. Scoot back just a bit. Close your eyes down. Come. Bring your mind into your body. So moving down from the thinking mind, we're always buzzing up in the head, down into the feeling body, into sensation. Maybe turn the palms up or palms down in the lap. And I'm sitting on the knees. So maybe we'll start on the knees today. So if that feels okay. And we roll the shoulders back a few times. Or set the pelvis forward and back. Just a little bit of wiggle here to find yourself a relaxed space. So sometimes we think we're relaxed and we're not. So what can be really good is to have the contrast. So sometimes we can push the shoulders up to the ears. So bring your shoulders up to your ears and then release. So maybe you're a bit more relaxed than you were prior. And then squeeze your face, all the muscles in your face, and then release. And then squeeze your bum, squeeze your legs, and release. Just feel the breath move in and out of the body. No need to change it or fix it. We're just noticing. I'm not going to focus too much on alignment today. We just want to move. Just want to move the energy. It's been, wow, several months of really intense world happenings, to say the least. So just wanting to move some emotion, move some energy through the body. So just be present with whatever comes up. There's a saying like the issues are in the tissues. We store everything that's happened to us in our body. So often we'll have memories and different traumas or stresses in the body. So sometimes emotions will come up and come out and just let them flow. We're creating a space, a stage for anything to be present. So really welcoming yourself. Let's bring the hands to heart center. Any intention that you would like to set here, you can set an intention, also called the Sankalpa. Maybe it's to stay close to your breath. Maybe it's to close the mind down for a bit or get into the body or just be present, just explore. Anything that feels alive for you today. And breathe that in and sigh out. Once more, breathe that in and exhale, sigh out. Beautiful. Let's open the arms into Lotus Mudra. So it looks like this. The finger, the thumbs and the pinky will be touching and everything else is open like a lotus. It's a symbol of blooming or of transformation or of growth. And then inhale, lift that up. Gaze can follow. And exhale, hands come down and behind the back. We'll move that real slow. Interlace the fingers, roll the shoulders back, heart center forward as you open the throat, open the heart. One more inhale. Just got to pop in the shoulder. And exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do that again. Open the lotus. Inhale, lift, grow up, gaze follows. And then exhale, slowly, arms come down. Grab the other finger, or grab the, not the other finger, link your fingers the other way. And then roll the shoulders back, broaden through the chest and open. You can actively pull your hands apart while you actively push the elbows together. See how that changes this. And release. Hands to heart center. Once more. Lotus Mudra. Lift the arms up. Gaze follows. And then exhale, the right hand comes down. The left arm's going to reach over towards the right. And listen up, we're going to set the hips over towards the left. So this will give us more space. So the hips are over to the left of the heels. Reaching, reaching. And then turn the hand down and reach through the pinky finger and see if that intensifies it. Whenever I reach the pinky finger, I can feel it all the way down to my hip crease. And then rotate the heart open and be sure that your right shoulder isn't coming up by the ear. It likes to do that. Roll both shoulders back. Lots of space here. And then take the left hand behind the head. Press the head back into the hand to open up even more. And then we're going to curl down the left elbow towards the right knee. It doesn't have to go there, just that direction. Oh, that feels nice. Stay here for a moment, opening up the muscles on the sides of the spine, back of the neck. And then we'll move with breath. Inhale, open. And exhale, curl. Inhale, open. And exhale, curl. When you curl, see if you can round the back, pull the belly towards the spine. Let's do it once more. Inhale, open. And exhale, curl down. Inhale, lift up. Left arm reaches open, and let's take the hand all the way down towards the left side. Now the right arm is going to come up. We're going to come onto the left shin, bring the right knee out. So we've transitioned. And let's bring the right foot all the way down. And the same thing with the right arm. Let's turn the hand down, reach through the pinky finger just slightly. And then push down through the ground. We're going to lift the whole torso up. So you can allow the right hand to help pull you up. And then glide the right hand down the shin, left arm up and over. So another side body stretch here. I love the lateral stretches. If you've been practicing with me for a while, you know that. It feels so spacious whenever I get the room on the side bodies. You can tiptoe your fingers, your right fingers down. I like to come onto the fingertips. And then open the heart. And then bring the left hand back down. So we're going to switch it up. Put the shoulder over the wrist and begin to lift the right leg up. So you can stay right here, or you can bend the right leg, grab for the foot, and then kick the hand into the foot. Kick the foot into the hand, and then have the hand pull the foot back. So you have that equal opposition here. One more inhale. Roll the shoulders back. And exhale, come back onto the knees. Take the hands to the knees. Just some cat-cow, a few cat-cows. You can feel the difference on each side of the body. And then some spinal rolls. So moving the energy around. So we're creating space and then we're moving inside of it. Let's do this on the other side. Beautiful. Hands to heart center, Lotus Mudra. And inhale, lift the arms up, gaze follows. And this time the left arm comes down, the right arm reaches over. And you can send the right hips over towards the, over to the right of the heels. So that really intensifies the stretch. Turn the palm down, reach through the top pinky finger, and then roll the heart open. Check in with the left shoulder. It likes to curl in and up, but leave space for the neck. Engage the belly a little bit, so pull the low belly in just slightly. Then take the right hand behind the head, press the head back into the hand, rotate the whole heart space open, and we begin to move with breath. Right elbow towards the left knee. It's not going all the way there, or maybe it does, but we're just rounding. Stay here for a moment, feeling the stretch on both sides of the spine, behind the neck. Oh, delicious. Very, very needed. I think I slept a little wonky last night. I woke up really stiff this morning. And inhale, open. Move with breath. Exhale, curl. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl. Inhale, open. Beautiful. Right arm reaches up, and we'll take the right hand down. Left arm comes up, and we'll come back up onto the knee. So we'll come onto the right knee, left leg extends out. So you can get the whole left foot onto the ground here. So same cues really. Shoulders are away from the ears, creating space. Reach through the top pinky. And we begin to lift up. So torso comes all the way up. Left hand slides down the left leg, maybe onto the fingertips, as the right arm comes up and over, again reaching through the pinky. So lots of the same cues. Spiral the heart open. Deep breath. And slowly the right hand comes down. Come onto the right knee, right wrist. Left leg comes up. You can stay reaching in opposite directions or bend the knee, grab for the foot. If you have the foot, then kick the foot into the hand. Pull the hand back into the foot so you're creating this equal opposition. I really feel this in the pectoral muscle. Feels really nice. Engage the belly. Keep the belly engaged so it doesn't hurt your low back. No pinching. One more inhale. And exhale, come back down onto the knees. Again, some spirals each side. And a little cat-cow. And let's come into tabletop position, yeah? Hands and knees. Fingers really press down to the ground, fingers and knuckles. Scoot back just a little bit. Tuck the toes, and we're gonna lift the knees, send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog, we're gonna move between these two places. So come to the toes, we're gonna bring the knees down. As the heart center gate comes forward, the throat opens, gaze up. So cow pose, and then exhale, downward facing dog. So move between these two. Move slow. Inhale, cow pose. Slowly bring the knees down. Open up. And exhale, push the ground away, engage the belly, send the hips up and back. Twice more like this with your own breath. But use the whole breath to get where you're going. So slow it down, extended movement. And let's meet in downward facing dog. So you can bend your knees, you can do any wiggles that you want here. And then lift the right leg up. Bend the knee and open the hip. So you can stay right here. Press down through the right hand. So this will help just square the torso. You'll feel it more into the back of the left leg. And then possibility, bring the left forearm down. Yeah? Still press into the right hand to square the shoulders. I like to come up and down on my left foot, like lift the heel and then bring it down. Just an option. And then come back onto both hands and square the hips. Slowly, right leg comes down. Let's switch sides. Left leg comes up. Bend the knee, open the hip. So we're opening the lower half of the body. And then we'll rotate the left shoulder down so we're squaring the shoulders. Press really deep into the left hand. Maybe you come onto the right forearm. And again, I like to come up and down on the heel, just an option. Lots of space, yum, yum. And then both hands come as the hips square and the left leg comes down. Beautiful. Right leg lifts up, reach up and back. And exhale, step in between the thumbs, plant the foot down. Maybe it takes a little bit of getting, or maybe you kind of step it up in a couple rounds. And then scissor the thighs, and we're gonna come up with the arms. Bring the arms wide so we have space for the neck. So we're not up like this. Let the shoulders come down. Beautiful. Engage the low belly. So you might come up just a little bit. So see, I'm flexible enough to be here, but this is crunching in my low back. So a cue that you can use is to bring the ribs back a little bit. And they'll bring you out, and I have so much more freedom in the low back. One inhale. And exhale. Plant the hands. All right, listen up. We'll do something a little bit different. We're going to pull the left knee up into the chest. And we're going to kick it forward as we take a seat down. And the right knee will be up, and we're going to push it out. So we're going to Janu Shirshasana. Left foot comes back. Inhale, arms lift, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, pull the heart forward as if it was going to reach towards the toes. And exhale, fold. Slowly rise up. And we're going to take a twist towards the left. So right hand comes on the outside of the left leg, and we're going to take a twist. But we can use this hand to help create the twist. Press down through the sit bones, lift up through the crown of the head. Again, shoulders are way down and back. And then slowly release. We're going to spiral towards the right. Right hand plants, push down, lift up. Big opening here. Send the hips forward as the head, heart, hand come back. And then slowly take a seat. We're going to move between these two places. So we're going to take a twist and then to the left and then twist towards the right. Plant the hand, lift up. Twice more like this. Use the whole breath. Exhale, sink the hips, twist towards the left, gaze over the shoulder, and then wave the arms. Plant the right hand, lift the hips up. So you can really add any artistic liberty here. Begin to sink the hips down, rotate towards the left. I'm just gonna find some flow. Once more, plant the right hand, lift up and back. And exhale, sink the hips, beautiful. Plant both of the feet onto the ground. We're gonna take a big hug. So we're hugging the knees, but push the back away, like the back of the heart away, so you're having lots of space between the heart and the knees. Like you're trying to create space there. There's not that much space, but we're just trying. Beautiful. And open the heart and open the knees. Take the hands to the ankles. Kind of wiggle. Press down through the sit bones, kind of wiggle the spine high, and then we fold forward. So I'm pretty flexy, as you can see. So I'll come forward quite a bit. But maybe you're here, maybe you're here. You can also be sitting up on something if that gives you more space. But maybe you find a little bit of a sway or a flow here. And slowly lift up. You can close the knees back up. We're going to roll onto the back. Knees will come into the chest. We're going to rock and roll up and down the spine, and do it about 3 times. We'll meet in chair pose. You can use your hands, or maybe you don't use the hands. Challenge to not use the hands. See if I can get it. Yep, there we go. Chair pose. Sink the hips back. Just for a few rounds of breath here. Lift the heart just a little bit. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Beautiful. Let's step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg lifts. Exhale, step in between the thumbs and plant the back knee down. Scissor the thigh, so pull back on the left thigh, pull forward on the right thigh a little bit to lift up. And again, we don't want to come too far forward if that means we're dumping in the low back. So maybe you come up a little bit, pull the ribs back, and make this all more integrated. Open the arms maybe a little bit wider than you normally do to give some extra space for the neck. One more big inhale, and exhale, plant the hands. Again, we're gonna do this kind of weird transition. Bring the right knee into the chest, and then we're gonna kick it forward. Bring the hips down, the left knee comes out. So Janu Shirshasana, yeah? Just take a forward fold. Inhale, the arms come up, and exhale, fold forward. Couple rounds of breath. And again, maybe you're much higher. There's a huge range. And remember, it doesn't matter what it looks like, it matters what it feels like. So I wouldn't get a stretch here, you may get a stretch here. And that's what we're after, is each unique body finding where it's, where on the spectrum gives it benefit. So one is not better than the other. It's just being able to find and investigate until we find where that spot is for us. Inhale, halfway lift, shimmy the heart forward towards the toes, and then fold forward. And slowly lift up. So we'll take a twist towards the right. Left hand on the outside of the right hand. Whoa. Left hand on the outside of the right leg. And use that connection to help us open. Right hand comes behind the back. Press down through the sit bones. Lift up through the crown of the head. So I'm kind of thinking about a turtle a little bit, like the shoulders stay down and the neck lengthens up. Slowly release, we'll twist towards the left hand comes down. Press the ground away, lift the hips up as the right arm swings above. So the hips shift forward, the head, heart, the hand move back. So maybe you cactus this top arm. There's lots of room for creativity here. One big inhale. And we'll move between the two. So on an exhale, sink the hips down and twist towards the right. Towards the left, press down, lift up. Sink the hips. Take a twist. Again, inhale, press and lift. And exhale, sink the hips, take a twist. Once more. Inhale, press and lift. Yum. Sink the hips down. And let's bring both of the legs long. Press down through the sit bones, lift up through the crown of the head, and we'll take the hands down by the sides. So this is Dandasana, staff pose. Flex the toes back towards the face. So we're finding lots of length. So you can think about like laser beams shooting out the heels, going forward. Out the heels of the hands too into the earth, then also out the crown of the head. So we're reaching in opposite directions here. And begin to fold forward. And we slowly lift up, cross the legs, just come into an easy seat. Take some spirals with the spine, both ways, both directions. And then maybe a couple cat-cow, so forward, back, forward, back. And find stillness. Bring the hands to heart center. Open the fingers into Lotus Mudra. So every day, for me anyway, when I come into my mat, I'm always coming on for a different reason. Sometimes just out of a daily practice. Sometimes I'm needing some clarity. Sometimes I'm needing some answers or some space. I'm always needing space. Space in my physical body, space between my response and my reaction. Stimulus and response is what I'm going for. And space to get to know myself a little bit more. So sometimes it's exploratory, investigative. Sometimes it's to find some release and relaxation. but we grow here, and sometimes it feels like we're going backwards. Sometimes it's challenging when we get on our mat. So hard. And sometimes it feels really spacious, but we're always growing, whether it feels like it or not. It's an upward spiral. And the thing about an upward spiral, any spiral, is that you go in circles, and often it looks like, if you're looking across the spiral, it looks like you're in the same place, but you're slowly coming upward. And this mudra really helps me remember that we're here to investigate and to grow and to explore and to do it playfully and curiously. And even on the days, especially on the days that we struggle, when we can show up for our feelings, whatever they may be, that is transformative. So thank yourself for showing up for you today. Let's lift the arms up. Let the gaze follow. And exhale, hands together, thumbs at the third eye. And we bow forward to seal our practice as we say together, Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me. I'm loving filming these videos, while I'm traveling and being able to still share with you all on YOGATX. So leave any comments. Let me know what you thought about this practice. If there's anything certain that you are feeling that you want to dive into more, I would love to hear your comments and your suggestions. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to YOGATX if you haven't yet. And if you want to know more about me, then you can head over to ColeChanceYoga.com, and there's all kinds of things about me on there. So I'll see you next time on your mat. Ciao.